What's up, boys? It's me, your boy Jackson, and yeah, we're back with another video. Finally got a GoPro, so I can record a lot of live shit now. So expect like live smoking videos on the way. And I got this cool Supreme Ushanka. It's pretty fucking tough. Anyway, let's get right into it. I'm about to record the drug test guide, so let's get fried. There's too much airflow in my room, but that is a Candy Fumes motion cart. Yeah, brand new cart brand. I've never heard of them before. I also got this shitty fucking Candyland fucking whole milk cart. It's very, very harsh. Like, I just tried to do an intro and I ripped it, and holy shit, dude. I started coughing, bro. But, yeah. We're gonna get right into the video. Where's my fucking dog? Anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this shit. I got a cool shit coming. I'm violently high right now. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. See you guys in the video.
Please, sir, call me.
Put it. Stupid bitch just dropped now straight for the oh yeah. Damn, my AP for my wrist so cold, yeah. Free that.
All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Yeah, it's me, Jackson, and I hope you guys like that live intro. And yeah, before I get started, yeah, I talked about my Depop. Yeah, I'm also gonna be selling on eBay and shit like that. So yeah, I'll put a link to that in the description. And also, go fuck with Soul World 3 by Crollo. It's gonna drop very, very soon. I've been excited for it for a very long time, and I've been there when some of the songs were made. And yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. So I'll put a link to that in the description as well. And sorry for not uploading last week. I was out of town. I was celebrating my birthday. Yeah. Anyway, Goblin, actually, his birthday is one day before mine. His birthday is January 2nd, and my birthday is January 3rd. So, yeah, that's fucking, I didn't even know that. But, yeah, I was actually watching the Gobcast earlier when he was interviewing Lefley, and, yeah, her birthday is actually also in the same month as ours, but that was crazy. Anyway, if you don't know who Lefley is, she was a content creator who's similar to Goblin, and she's pretty hot. But yeah, anyway, never mind that. Yeah, I'm violently fried right now. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight into the video. So this is going to be about how to pass a drug test. So first off, I'm going to go over like the most difficult method to cheat the tests, but it's definitely the one that works if they're watching you pee and if they're really like monitoring your shit. This is how to like flush it out of your system the correct way, like not the really cheap fast way. So what I like to do, like when I was cheating my tests, I mean, because like all throughout the beginning of last year, like 2025, I was getting drug tested by my parents. And this is not just for like at home tests like dipsticks. This is also for like probation testing and shit like that. It works for that because I was advising my homie to do the same stuff and helping him with it, and it worked very well. I'm not admitting to a crime. That's an alleged statement. Yeah, that's an alleged statement. Anyway, excuse me. I would start off with 7 32 ounce, or 32 fluid ounce Yeti cups. That's what I would drink per day when I was when I was smoking. And, what that does is that not only dilutes your piss enough, that's actually really overkill. That was just because I was paranoid. You can really get away with like 5. I would say, depending on if you're under 120 pounds, do not drink fucking 5 of those. If you are under 120 pounds, I would say drink 3 and a half. And then the next step is going to be taking a lot of B vitamins. So I actually have some on my nightstand. I'm actually going to grab them. This is the only time I've ever like admitted to this. Nobody else knows this, but I sell them at my work. Sorry that got loud for a second. A bunch of shit just fell off my nightstand. Anyway, they are men's multivitamins. Typically, if you find a multivitamin, those will work the best. I have 150 of these motherfuckers. This is like definitely some shit from China that I probably shouldn't be taking. But anyway, it has a lot of, you want vitamin E, niacin, vitamin B6, and vitamin B12. And calcium is good. And I'll go over the other supplements you need in a second. But in just one of my tablets that I have right here, there is 17.6 milligrams of niacin. Niacin has just worked for me. I don't know if it's just fucking. I'm just telling you guys the steps that I do, or the steps that I take. So follow it if you want. I'll go over the other methods in a second. But yeah, I mean, these seem to work very well for me. So you're gonna take 2 or 3 of those per day, and we're really just getting most of the vitamin B out of there, because what vitamin B does is it really is the thing that turns your piss yellow. So if you're showing up with diluted tests, they're gonna know your piss isn't gonna be yellow. The creatine levels are gonna be fucked up, and they're going to know. So the next step after taking all the B vitamins, after flushing your system, is if you think your parents are drug testing you, take the B vitamins like a quarter of the way through your day after you've drinking all the water from the Yeti cups, and just slowly drink water. Don't let your piss return to like super yellow. And if it gets like super yellow, start diluting it a little bit more. But it should be pretty yellow. Anyway, if you're taking like probation testing or like high-tech drug tests that have creatine level checkers or anything like that, you're going to get a creatine supplement. And now most pre-workouts have it in there, but I just have an actual bottle of just creatine. And so if you're doing probation testing, they do test levels of creatine. So you're going to do about a scoop and a half in one of those Yeti cups. I know it tastes like shit, so get a flavoring packet of some kind. And if you're just at home drug testing, that is the last step. You cannot chief the cart though. That is the only problem with this. You can take about 2 or 3 rips a day, maybe 5 if you're like a heavy smoker, but carts stay in your system way longer than traditional weed because it's just an extract. It's a way higher form of THC. It takes a lot longer for the metabolites to break down. And the next step to the process for the natural way to get it out of your system is you're gonna go to the store and you're either gonna get some Sure Gel or you're gonna get some fucking Certo, or you're gonna get any kind of fruit pectin you can find. My favorite method was to make a shit ton of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And if you're a psychonaut, you can put shrooms on them because shrooms aren't detectable through urine. So you can have them the long way if you'd like. And I've done that a couple times. Anyway, so you're going to get anything with fruit pectin. And I have a lot of homemade jellies and jams at my house. I know that sounds weird, but I do. And they have a lot of fruit pectin in them. So I would just eat spoonfuls of that shit. And it will clear the THC out of your system because it's stored in the fat molecule. So you're essentially shitting out the THC. But the Certo helps move that process along much faster. And another thing you can be doing to help with this process is eating a lot of cranberries and drinking green tea. Now, cranberries are natural diuretics. And I'm actually all this is coming back to me right now. Side note, I haven't thought about this in a minute, but it's all coming back to me now. So you're going to do the cranberries because they're natural diuretics. You can also do coffee because it'll help you piss. Now you're going to want to induce pissing. You're going to want to piss a lot. And you really, if your piss starts getting clear and you do the B vitamins and it's not getting yellow, take more B vitamins. Now I wouldn't take more than I think probably 5 or 6 of those a day. That is just not healthy. But yeah, so after you do the Certo or the Sure Gel or whatever, you're going to be drinking a lot of Gatorade to replenish electrolytes, and you're also going to be doing the creatine. Now, I like to mix the creatine with the Gatorade. That was just my personal preference. But yeah, that's how you get it out of your system naturally. But you're going to want to shit 2 or 3 times before you think you're like in the days before you think you get tested. So you got to do this. If you're smoking and you think your parents are going to test you, doing the water and flushing it out that way helps a lot if you're not smoking a whole bunch. But if you are smoking a lot, then you have to go with the Sure Gel and Certo method. And if you're on probation testing, you need to do this Certo or Sure Gel method or the fruit pectin method. Now, you can do the fruit pectin method every day. But if you do the Sure Gel or Certo method, you want to do that the day before the test, and you want to shit the night before the test. Maybe take a little bit, do shit right before the test, and you want to piss 3 or 4 times. And dilute your piss a little bit, do the creatine, take the B vitamins on the day before the test, and then you want to do a shit ton of water and B vitamins the day of the test. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you naturally pass a drug test by flushing it out of your system properly. Now, if you smoke on a Saturday and your drug test is on a Friday and you want to clear it out of your system, a guaranteed way is to smoke hit the cart less than 3 times a day. Now, if you're smoking a joint, you can really only have one or 2 smoke sessions a day, and you'll be fucked if you go over that. So that's just my advice. And before I forget to mention, this method does take 2 or 3 days to work. So if you need to stop smoking the day before your probation drug testing, you can. But home drug tests are just not nearly as accurate as probation testing, and they're way easier to cheat. Now, I'm going to go over the methods on how to get rid of it really, really fast. So there's 2 routes you can go. You can go buying synthetic urine and doing one of those kits from a gas station, because the gas station in front of my work sells U-Pisses, which is a synthetic urine that you can heat up, and you should be able to either have heat packs with it because it'll measure the temperature, or you should just be able to heat it up and then you strap it to your thigh. And if someone's watching you piss, you can get a Whizzinator, which is like a fake little penis you put the thing in. And I know friends of mine that have that. And that's weird. I don't have one. But anyway, you can also go down the route of either asking someone else for their piss, which is a scummy thing to do, or like collecting piss from like your dog or some shit like that. Because somebody I know, definitely not me, has used dog piss and it passed a drug test. And so that's how you can do it really, really fast. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, that shows you really want to learn how to pass a drug test. So I'll give you some other secrets of mine that I like to do. So another problem is that THC is stored in your fat molecules, meaning if you eat a bunch of heavy, greasy food, it's going to take a lot longer to burn that out and get that out of there. So whenever I was being tested, or whenever you're being tested, try to eat like healthy foods, home cooked. Try to not eat fried food. Substitute it for grilled food. And, cheat once in a while. It really won't hurt that bad, but just stay away from the greasy and like fried shit. You need to be eating healthy, shit like that. And also, you'll get way higher when you do. You'll realize, like, once you start eating healthy and doing all this other shit, you get way higher because, I don't know, it just replenishes cannabinoid receptors to not smoke anyway. And there's just something about the combination between those things. But just eat healthy. Don't drink a ton of soda and shit like that. Like, stick to Gatorade. I mean, it's not that bad. You don't have to drink a shit ton of water. But yeah, you just need electrolytes and shit like that. Now I'm actually going to go over some of the don'ts about doing that, because I was actually kind of thinking about like spiking the samples and like using nitrates or other like chemicals like vinegar or fucking bleach, because I've tried to use bleach before and salt, and you just get a little bit of the powder underneath your fingernails, and you like underneath your fingernails, and you either knock it in the water or you dip your finger in there and swirl it around. I know how gross that sounds, but you got to do what you got to do. The only problem with that is a lot of the times, I'm pretty sure those tests can tell if you're using adulterants, if you're using, like if you're on probation testing, of course. Now, dipsticks, really easy to pass dipsticks. So you can use fucking fake piss all day long for dipsticks and at-home testing, unless your parents buy the super fancy ones. Like, I could go get the box of ones my parents have, but I forgot where they're at. And I have had people ask me if using synthetic urine is still, applicable, like in this day and age. But a lot of the times, like, the temperature is really the only thing that is what gets you caught with the fake piss. So you really have to be like 98.6 or something. Or it's got to be like one of those. And a lot of these detox products do not fucking work. There's these detox foot pads that my work was selling, and I just wanted to try them out. They don't work at all. It's just some bullshit. Don't try to buy like a detox unless it's Certo or Sure Gel. That is just, And there is the latter, don't do drugs. But if you're watching this video, chances are we're way past that. Unless, you just enjoy my content, which, we welcome everybody around here. I am violently high right now. And, I have a lot more shit to get done. Anyway, fuck Mitch McConnell for slipping that bullshit into the fucking spending bill. And, also fuck Chuck Schumer. They're all backed by like alcohol and tobacco. And if you're at this point in the video, you're just here to listen to me rant. So I'm gonna take the last couple of seconds to this video to just rant about what the fuck is wrong with this bullshit. So they're backed by like big alcohol and big tobacco, and they're just fucking lobby. And alcohol and big tobacco are mad that weed is sharing revenue with them. I mean, that shit generated $5.5 billion in sales fucking last year. And that's just THC alone. I mean, I would be mad too if somebody was cutting into my market. But I mean, what Mitch McConnell did was, it was sought to ban intoxicating hemp products by capping, I think it was their total THC content at 0.4 milligrams per container, and it was controversial because it was the whole thing, it was the whole thing with the 2018 Farm Bill. And the entire problem with that is I watched this conspiracy video from Goblin the other day. And that's where this shit gets deep, is the pharmaceutical companies are actually really the ones that are producing all these THCP and THCO and Delta 8 and all this other stuff. I mean, if you want to watch that video, hit me up on Instagram or some shit like that. I mean, I love when people interact with me and fans and shit like that. And if you stayed this long late into the video, that's crazy to me, because people really click off after a long time. But I'm probably going to end it here. I'm pretty stoned. If you want to go watch that conspiracy, I could put a link to it, or I could make my own video on it if you guys want to hear about that. I would be very open to doing that. Also, I will have part 2 to 2 weeks ago, that video I uploaded. I will have that video out probably by the end of this week, hopefully. And I hope Michael can get this edited. Thank you, Michael. We love you around here. Anyway, I'm out, guys. See you later.
Please, sir, call me.